Hello and hello. It's been 3 weeks. This is going to be video 635. I'm going to call it Tomboy or maybe Tomboy or I don't care anymore. But I was just kind of curious, um, and I don't even want to say after a certain period of time, like how many of us trans women, maybe you want to. I hate to say transgender as if it would be for trans men as well or non-binary folk, but I have to. It's my channel. I have to say, as a middle-aged person, um, so I'm going to say trans women. But I'm kind of curious if there's any, and probably the odds are there are other trans women like me, as there are many different flavors and varieties, and it's a gender spectrum and all that other bullshit stuff. But I almost wonder, uh, I've noticed with myself lately, it's not that I don't care about my appearance, but like, the first year of transitioning, I would always put on makeup and a bra, and I would make myself up, and I would go even to go to the grocery store. Oh, I'm gonna put on makeup and do my hair and everything. And now, and I guess FYI, I'm three and a half, almost 4 years full time. Now it's like roll out of bed, go to the grocery store, put on a hat. Um, don't even wear a bra anymore because I don't really have breasts. But it's just like I don't care, and taking. I don't know. I had to laugh somewhat. Tomboy, and that's growing up. That was the tomboy was the girl who did kind of the boy things, go camping and do stuff, and um, doing rock crawlers now and flying planes and helicopters, still doing my hobbies and I guess what I loved before. But I feel like and I'm curious for your experience, what your take, what happened to you. You want to write a comment in the video, but it was like there was wherever I was on the spectrum, left or right, you pick which is more feminine and more gender neutral and perhaps masculine behavior. But I was in my own spot, and then I kind of had this idea as to what being a woman was and how I wanted to present myself, and so I kind of shifted over to this side of the spectrum, and interested, like I said, makeup, clothes, those kinds of things, presentation as a female. And then over time, it's kind of gone back to where it was, just my natural position, I suppose, where I was before. Although probably before I was kind of over here just because I didn't have access to that feminine stuff, before transitioning, before hormones and everything. Yes, you can wear women's clothes and be a cross dresser, I guess, and look beautiful, as a feminine, but there's certain limitations you're kind of stuck with. And, I don't know. Like I said, again, we're all on the spectrum somewhere, but I just had to laugh. And some of the folks I'm friends with on Facebook and whatnot, post these pictures of themselves. I hope I don't lose any friends. It's just commenting on, I guess I can surely comment on my own behavior, but they look beautiful and gorgeous, and God bless them. Good luck if that's what you're into. And thank goodness we have the option to be who we want to be. My grandmother used to always say, isn't it nice that we can be whoever we want to be? And isn't it nice the differences that we can be ourselves and we don't have to conform? Da, 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 da. But again, like I said, it was I'm going to the grocery store, just to pick up milk, and I don't know. And isn't it kind of analogy? Isn't it kind of like a kid who gets their driver's license and they have access, they learner's permit, or get their driver's license, and it's like, mom and dad, we're out of cottage cheese. I'll go to the grocery store, get their key and go, and that first year is so much excitement. And isn't it good? And I guess this is where I'm feel blessed and thankful. Isn't it cool that we have the option? I have the option if I wanted to do the makeup and do the hair and I guess that's the outcome, my own conclusion. And again, please in the comments put what you feel in your own experience. We have the ability to be anywhere on the spectrum at any given time we want, but like I said, I just had to laugh. Yeah, the Transition Tuesday photos always kill me. For goodness sake, if you're still doing Transition Tuesday photos 6 years into your transition, let it go, baby. Let it go. You're a woman now. You don't need, you don't need before and after photos. You don't need, this is the way I was. This is the way I am now. Okay, well, it's a free country. Do what you want to do. But let it go, baby. Be yourself. Let your past go. But anyway, just my opinion for what it's worth. Not much. And I'll probably make another video. I should make another video if and about midlife crises. That'll probably be the next video I'll do. This one's, like I said, Tomboy. I'm kind of curious what your behavior, kind of what you found 4 or 5 years into your transition, where, I don't know, isn't it great? We get to get up and be whoever we want to, as much or as little as we want to dive into that. But like I said, I found myself gravitating back to, what it's like? It's like your natural body composition, okay, your weight and how your body is. And you exercise, and you do a bunch of exercises, and you change your nutritional, do. And you change the way you eat, you're eating better, your nutrition is awesome, maybe you go vegan or something, and your body just naturally moves over and it's skinny, and everyone goes, oh, isn't it wonderful? You look so beautiful. And, you're looking good and whatever. And as long as you keep that up, you maintain that, slim, whatever. But then the moment you stop that, and I'm going to say you be your natural self, your body kind of goes back and says, no, this is the way you are. And maybe you could say that's the way you're meant to be, but again, depending on how much you exercise, or maybe you go this other way. If you're like me, you're overweight and obese. I lost, I forgot how many pounds I lost. It wasn't 200 pounds, but it was like 120, 140 pounds to have my surgery. And I went vegan, hardcore vegan. I forget what that is. No, vegetarian. Yeah, vegan is hardcore, like raw vegan. And I lost a bunch of weight. I had my surgery. And now I feel like I'm living. And, I've gained a lot of that weight back, obviously. You can see some of the earlier videos, particularly like around surgery time 2 years ago. Probably you could see that my face was a lot skinnier. And I'd like to be that way again, but I'm not about to go back to eating just vegetables. I want to live. I want to eat, and that's my own choice. And you might be different, and that's totally cool. I had another thought. People sometimes say, I look like Walter, don't I, from Jeff Dunham? The hell with it. People always say if you do this, you live longer. You can live, 5 years longer, 10 years longer, and 3 years longer, especially smoking. Stop smoking. But, if you live this way, if I exercise 30 minutes 3 times a week, I'll live 5 years longer. Well, what people sometimes forget when you live longer, that's the shitting in your pants years. Um, do you really want, yes, you live a little longer, but that's, crapping in your pants and not being able to move or think, or that's Alzheimer's age. What's the balance? Do you live more now and take risks, or do you play it safe and then you have, an extra 5 to 10 years of shitting in your pants and being an old person? I'm not too sure. And the other thing is, if you, I spend an hour at the gym 3 times a week, and I'm living longer. Well, you're spending 3 hours. You could be doing something else, right? Not saying it's a better way, but alternatively, just food for thought. So anyway, my friends, this has been a long ass rant, and I'm going to do another one in a minute about middle age. The channel is called One Transit Middle Age, and this is definitely going to be a middle age thing, but probably a little bit of insight maybe if you're younger, in your 20s or 30s. But it's definitely going to be written, or some ideas that you probably won't have until you're 40 or 50. So I'm 47, by the way. All right, till next time, my friends, good luck, and we'll see you next time. All right, and good luck in becoming the best. And I hope, again, I probably have said some things that were a little off base, and I can only say that's my thoughts, and that these videos are made as a kind of a stream of consciousness. I don't rehearse them. I don't write things down. This is off the top of my head, and it's as real as I can make it. So till next time, good luck. Bye-bye. And find the mouse. Bye-bye. Good luck.